What's going on, Misfits? It's like in here talking about the brand new mansion update. Yes, we have purchased our mansion. It is sitting there right behind us. So let's go ahead and get into it because there is an awful lot to get into. First off, let's go to our Pricks Luxury Real Estate. I'm sorry, everyone pronounces it Pre, but I find the humor in this. It's Pricks. You scroll down to the very bottom, you get three different properties you can choose from. Now, the Tongva Estate is essentially your Devin Weston mansion. Inside of all of these mansions, the layout is the same, so you're not getting anything different. They're all built the same on the inside. Exterior wise, there are subtle differences here and there. I can show you the differences later on in the video, but for right now, I'm just going to go over the three different estates. So we have the Tongva Estate, aka Devin Weston's, Richmond Villa. Now, the price points right now they are on discount, but this is the most expensive one. This is going for $12.8 million. If you buy it now, it's going to be 9.8. If you get the Tongva estate, which is the cheapest one, it's 11.5 or 8,500,000. Easily grindable, easily attainable if you just want to get a mansion. But I'm going to tell you my personal favorite and the one that I bought was the Vinewood Residence, and I bought this one about it's in the middle, so it's about 12.2. So I bought it for like maybe I think like 9 mil, 9.8, something like that. It was just a little bit cheaper than this, so I'm saying like 9.2, 9.5, somewhere around there. Um, Once you go and pick your mansion, you will have the option to renovate it. Now, everything inside of this is going to be different. This is going to wind up costing you. I think this one's free, but this is like the different paint jobs on the wall. So you have your tints, you have the yellow or excuse me, the red and green. This one's more of a lavender and rose color, and then of course you have like the rose and green pattern at the back. Then you can choose your patterns, what you want to put on the wall. You can have anything, yes, including zebra screwing. You have all sorts of different options as far as that. Then your decor, this is where your style kind of takes to place. So the Los Santos Loft is your kind of beginning, basic, nothing flashy, nothing too crazy. It's somewhat decent. The San Andreas Coastal, which is the one that I have because I'm a little bit more southern, a little bit more country, so it's like a little laid back, natural look to it. Then you have the Vinewood Regency, which is the posh, very clean, very executive looking home. I went with the San Andreas Coastal, that was just me. So after you go through your tints, patterns, and decor, then you go over to the additional rooms. Okay, what do you want to have added to your place? I had the armory added. Here you can do most everything that you want, with the exception of I've noticed that I cannot get armor. So I can get ammo, I can get guns, I can work on my guns here, but I can't get the armor. That's kind of a downside, but oh well. I don't plan on ever going out into Los Santos and playing with all those tryhards anymore, so it works out for me in the end. The arcade, it doesn't do like your arcade business where it gets you money, but it's just kind of a flex. So therefore, if you want to add the arcade and have like arcade machines in here, just the aesthetic of making it look like like you're a baller, go for it. Load it up. You can go ahead and get this, and then add whatever arcade machines you've already bought in your arcade. Next up is the podium vehicle. This is again just a flex. This is a place inside your house where you can put your favorite car on display. Now, how to display it is whatever cars you put in the bottom of your mansion in the garage, you can go up to the wall. There's a panel there on the first floor, and you can select which vehicle you want to put on the podium. Next up, we have the vehicle workshop. This is a place where you can go ahead and work on your vehicles. Now, I haven't really noticed, but I was told that even in this workshop, if you want to work on an HSW vehicle, you're still going to have to go to like your Los Santos Customs or Benny's in order to get your upgrades. I haven't tried that out yet, so if you notice that that actually happens, let me know in the comments. Okay, moving on to security next. Now, here's something that is very, very new and unique to Grand Theft Auto is the addition of security at your mansion. Now, mind you, your mansion is your safe space, so you really don't need any kind of security there at your mansion. However, this is a beautiful thing. This is something that I think is a game changer. What I've noticed is that now, on top of the security you have at your business, now the chances for raids are almost down to zero. So now you have the ability to, if you purchase a security here, you now have the ability to go ahead and load up your businesses with product, and it's not going to be any more problems. It's like you're not going to have any more raids. LJT is going to stop calling you finally. So this is actually kind of a beautiful thing. I love this. So I'm glad that we actually have this in here. Next up, we have the AI assistant. Now, this is the assistant that is around your house and will speak to you. It's quite hilarious. I love some of the interactions with the three different AI models. I will tell you, most people think that, as guys, we're going to enjoy having Angel. I will tell you, she does get a little much after a while. I'll play it so you can understand.
So good to meet you. I'm Angel. Can I call you Daddy?
Now, at first, I'm not gonna lie. I thought, okay, this is kind of hot. I like this. After about 10, 15 minutes of her making daddy references, I was like, all right, chick, relax. And then when you go through the missions, and then of course the final mission with Michael, the Home Sweet Home mission, she is just going and going and going, and I was like, I'm done. I'm over it. It was funny at first, but now it's kind of like, I'm good. You also have Haviland and OG. OG being my second favorite.
What's cracking, homie? It's OG.
I've got myself my own personal hood AI. I love this. I think it's a great one. It doesn't have a whole lot of like comical value to it because I was waiting for him to do some more funny bits, but didn't get it. So, me personally, as I would if it was my own house, I have my own Jarvis. We call him Haviland.
How do you do, sir? I am Haviland.
Okay, now that being said, we have like all the stuff that we've discussed about what you can purchase in the mansion. Now you're one and done. You've picked everything you want. You've got it all done. Go to overview. It's going to give you a layout of everything that you've chosen, and it's going to tell you your final price. And from here, that's when you go ahead and click to confirm and say, this is what I want with my house. Now, I will say that I do love the entrance of going into your home. This is just beautiful. This kind of cutscene driving in. Rockstar did a great job with that. This here is your front area of your mansion. This is where you can, from what I've been able to do, I've been able to store two cars outside. So if you just drive a car up, you get one that parks over here, and then you have another car that parks over here. So on top of the 20 car garage, I was kind of let down by the number. I thought it was going to be bigger, but on top of the 20 car garage, we at least have two that we can have at the ready outside waiting for us. This guy is funny because every time he just screams hi and hey at you.
Greetings, sir.
Hello, Haviland. This is going to be the lengthiest part of the video. I'm going to try my best not to lose everybody. Trying to cover everything that is inside the mansion, all the things I'm going to try and focus on what's important with the mansion. So for starters, you're going to have the keypads over here. Now each keypad is going to wind up being different. I've noticed that it's like for certain things, like if you have a keypad in the garage, it will give you garage specific interactions. If you use them here and throughout the house, it's going to have house different interactions. Also, if you have GTA Plus, this is a huge one. So if you go to GTA Plus, you go to the Vinewood Car Club. Not only on top of everything can you claim your business earnings and claim all your destroyed vehicles, which apparently I have one and I did not know, but you have a thing called manage staff members. As of right now, I've got all my staff members out and they're doing stuff, but you can click on this button and it's going to allow you to send out someone to do your Darnell Brothers missions to basically put stuff into your warehouse. It's going to send someone out from your uh, hangar to go out and get hangar items. And this one I love the most. If you have the bail bondsman, instead of having to go there physically to tell your staff to go out and get bail bonds, it will have the option to send out your two workers to do bail bonds. So, game changer. Now I can no longer have to worry about going to my bail bonds place. I just send them out. Boom. I've got money rolling in. Let's go over here to the panel. So as you see with the panel,
Ask away, sir.
you can fast travel. This is such game changer. You can choose to fast travel to any of the properties you have, any of the businesses you have, any MC, any garage, any place you want to go that you own, you can now fast travel to just by clicking on fast travel inside your mansion. I cannot tell you how huge that is. The business production boost is a new feature also. It is a 24-hour business production, so it's like you can choose anything from your. Um, I guess I have to get creative, even if with it's YouTube, I have to get creative here. So your Breaking Bad, your Puff Puff, your Sniffy Sniff, the counterfeit cash, the document forgery, the weapons, the acid, all of those right there, you can choose to produce more for 24 hours. I don't know really what would be kind of like the best one to do. I don't know if there's any more details as far as like if I go through and choose, um, let's say I choose weapons to be my production boost. So let's say I go through this and say
I'll see it done,
weapons.
sir.
I don't know if I have to actually have stock there. It may be a factor that it's like I have to have stock there. I would think that it is the way. But if it's one of those click and done, that could be a huge game
How
changer.
can I?
Aside from that, you can uh, also get champagne service. You can have champagne delivered to your home. It's going to go right in your kitchen. And when I say the words quote unquote kitchen, you'll understand why in a minute. But basically, through your interaction menu, when you do like any kind of emote in the game, if you choose the one with the blooter, that's when you use the champagne. It's a nice little feature, but kind of pointless. The host party is unbelievable. I love the host party. You can choose to have public or private. If you do public, here's the kicker: everybody that is in your lobby is also sent out an invite to come to your mansion and come to the party. So you can invite people over one shot and boom, you've sent out all the invites. The exit via personal vehicle, it's like whatever vehicles you have in your garage. The exit via luxury vehicle is kind of cool because you have all these different cars right here that you can choose to exit by. And then exit via helicopter, you can exit your mansion from the roof, which I think, again, is another cool feature. Now, as we get into the layout of the house, there is so much, I mean, so much to just go through. So, we're going to go to the very end over here, and we're going to start our way. This is first floor. This is the cigar area. You can choose to sit down, hang out, and have your cigars with friends, have a little whiskey. Then we go through this door, and this door is going to be your office building. This is where you can go ahead and have a work center, and you can actually, just like the arcades, you can choose to work on your businesses from here. This, I think personally, is essential because like we don't want to go driving all over the place or flying all over the place to go from mission to mission to mission. So I think that it's kind of cool that we can actually do that from right here. Now, as I said before, with the champagne service, it's delivered to your kitchen. This is why I said this is kind of stupid. This is your kitchen. There's no appliances. There's no nothing. There's it's just a sink and a countertop. So pretty much, yeah, that's it. There's really nothing else here for you. There's we're ordering DoorDash, and over here is going to be your dining room area. Now we're back to the main staging area where we have our sculpture. Over here is going to be a kind of a living area. We have our sectional couches over here, the TV over here, which I thought was kind of funny. You want to pay attention to this guy right here, the Master Chief looking dude, because that'll make sense here in a second. Um, what I've noticed is that it's like it only has two shows on here, so as opposed to your other TVs around Los Santos and your other properties, like you can choose like different channels. No, you're only getting two. I have a piano over here. I was trying to figure out where this mysterious music was being played, and I couldn't figure out where it was. And all the time, it was at the piano. The piano was playing itself. All right, before we go down to the second floor, we're going to visit the outside because this is kind of crucial. So everyone's going to be asking about the pets. You have a doghouse that is over here. Here's where you will select your animals. It'll give you different variations from shepherds to Rotties to I do believe there's a pug and a couple other dogs. For the cat, I had the cat turned off because I'm just not a cat fan. But the cat would actually be in a little kennel thing right here on the corner of the couch. So if you're a cat fan and you want to have a cat running around the house destroying everything, that's pretty much where you're going to go. Now, the exterior of the first floor, we have our workout area. We have several different areas. And at first, this is what kind of confused me because I was under the understanding we were having a yoga area. So I only seen the bench press, the two mats where you can do push ups and sit ups. You can do your arm curls here, and you can also do your chin ups on this chin up bar. This is actually kind of cool. I love the design of it. It's very clean, very sleek. It's not really just too standoutish. So I think this was actually a perfect choice for the fire pit area. You have optional seating that goes all the way around, and then you have the stairs that go down to the next level. But we're going to go ahead and take a snap over here to the elevator. Okay, so now we just visited first floor. We're going to go ahead and visit the second floor area. So let's start over here like we did before. Over here, you're going to have your master bedroom. This is going to be basically where you sleep, where you can change your clothes. And here is the bathroom. The bathroom I was expecting for a mansion to be much more like crazy, luxurious, but it's just like here's your place to bathe and take a piss. On over here we have the master bedroom, and there's Silver. He's asleep on the bed. That's such a good dog, but that dog winds up like just randomly all over the house. So there's a door here and a door here. Came in through this one. So that's basically why there's two doors here. On this side, we have our personal spa area. In our personal spa area, we can get our hair cut, our makeup done, and we can get tattoos. Yeah, that's right. I have a tattoo artist built into my house. We continue through the spa area. We have a nice tranquil pool. It's very, very, very nice. It's very quiet, very clean. I like the way that they designed this. This is actually pretty cool. Okay, to not try and lose everyone. So far we came in through the elevators. We saw these guys. So we're going down the hallway here. This is where you're going to have your trophy room. The trophy room is going to be based on like all of your achievements that you have completed here in GTA. So lots to choose from. You have a little map of Los Santos so you can actually, kind of see this is what we have been playing with for the last 13 years, folks. this massive map. Over here, we're going to have the podium vehicle. Now, like I said before, whatever cars you put into your garage on the first floor level of your garage, each level carries 10 cars. So a total of 20. But whatever cars you have in here, you choose what you want to put in as your podium vehicle. Moving on to the next bit, we're going over here to this door. And this door is our secondary bedroom, our guest bedroom. So you have a nice little seating area. You have the bedroom right there. And on the outside, you can see that we have the hot tub. I think this is kind of a cool feature to have the hot tub out here. In here, you have like the area where you can go ahead and change clothes. You can go into that little corner, change clothes. And then here is where your bathroom is. Now, this one I thought was kind of funny that this is like the better bathroom. It's a little bit bigger, but you know, I can't complain. Moving forward, we're going to go back outside here. Over on this corner, this is where you're going to have your arcade. You have a little panel here on the side wall. This is where you choose to put all your arcade games in here. Anything that you've bought and purchased will be able to go in here, with the exception of a few. I didn't see the ability to put like my Wasabi Kitty in here, but you know, right? Who needs that? Who needs a claw machine in your house 24/7? Over here is going to be your movie theater area, so you're going to have your seating to where you can watch your movie. Unfortunately, it's only two movies, so yeah, it's not a lot of choices. Over here, we have the two panels on the inside of the podium vehicle and also here on the side wall. I'll go down the stairs and I will show you that this is the first level for the basement. You have two basement levels. This elevator right here will actually take you to your garages, or you can just go ahead and take the stairs that go down to the next basement level. You also have this elevator, which will just mainly stay for the house elevator, which takes you from the basement level up to your two floors in there. This is your garden area, which on the outside where the hot tub is, there's a little mini bar that you can serve drinks. That's where it takes you out to as well. On this side, this is where you have your armory. Now here you can actually collect your ammo. You can do some working on any of your firearms. And over here you get equipment. Now I wish, like I said earlier, I wish that we could re-up like our armor here. That would be fantastic, but kind of a letdown. We can't do that. Now, down here, for copyright purposes, that's the reason why you don't hear any music. But once you walk into your bar, nightclub, lounge area, the music gets a little bit louder than normal. It really gives off that aesthetic of like you're at a party with a whole bunch of people. And just for saying sake, so I can actually show you what it looks like to have all these people here, let's go over to Haviland and start a party.
How can I assist you, sir? A party, sir? Wonderful.
It's going to go into this little mini cutscene, and now you can see that the music would be pumping. You have people all over the place in here. Like it's a lot of people in here, and it's not just in here; it's all throughout your mansion. You're going to see people that are now walking around and just partying, having a good time. We're going to go past here, and we're going to go down the stairs. The reason why I'm taking the stairs is so that you can see each level instead of like having to get confused with the elevators. Once you get used to it, you know which elevator does what. But for the time being, I'm just doing it like this. Here is your uh, area where you can go ahead and work on your cars. From what I've been told earlier, that your HSW upgrades, you don't get those here, even if you have the GTA Plus, which I thought was kind of a letdown that they didn't allow us to do that here. But you know, it is what it is. You go Benny's, go over to um, the Los Santos Customs, you can go ahead and get your HSW. And inside here is your vault area. Now, this is going to be your area where you basically just flex. This is saying, here's all my money and here's what I own. It's pretty much it. I don't know if it's going to be here for a reason, maybe like the next DLC that drip feeds through. I don't know. But as of right now, it's just a flex to have and it comes with the mansion. So I mean, you know, fill up that money because otherwise people are going to be, oh, you're broke. They're going to know you're broke real quick. Alrighty then. As you can see, we have everything set up here inside the mansion. Like I said, you're going to have two levels and they're going to be 10 cars apiece. Over here is the on the first garage level is going to be the keypad that you want to use to switch your vehicles. If you want to do your podium vehicle, this is what I was talking about earlier. Just walk all the way down here, and this would be the spot right here that you would put your podium vehicle because, like I said, tucked away, no one can see it, no one's going to see it. And then you go to that panel, and then you choose it as your podium vehicle, and it's now invisible down here, but at least you could see what you have on the podium. Now, these three doors, this one down here at the very end, and this one here, all three take you someplace different. So if you want to, you go up to this one. This one will take you to your podium vehicle inside your house. This one over here will take you up to your driveway or garage level B2. And then, of course, you have the third slot over here, and it'll take you to your vehicle workshop. So you have the three choices as to where you can go from here. Okay, now there are a couple features that I did not show you earlier that I forgot about. Like I said, there's so much to talk about in this DLC. But if you go back up here to the first floor, and over in this right corner where the living room area is, you're going to see this small door. Now, this small door is going to lead upstairs to a Zen garden. And this is going to be where you do your yoga. You can actually just go to any one of these maps. The yoga actually does give you a buff, which will increase your speed when it comes to either running or swimming. So it's kind of a cool thing to do. And also, this is where your helipad is, so you can actually just go ahead and get into your helicopter and take off into Los Santos. Moving on to the final part of the tour, here is the garden area that you saw the door for earlier. It is the bar that you can self-serve, or you could serve your guests. It's right outside of your hot tub. The Richmond Villa is going to be a different layout than this one. That's the most expensive one. But with the Richmond Villa over there is where the fire pit is. That's where the hot tub will be. The layout's a little bit different because this bar over here is now located over here on this side. And on mine, it actually has like a pond area with these stone sculptures. With the Richmond Villa, I believe the difference is that it has like these kind of like stone rocks with the waterfall kind of going down it. And with the Devin Weston Mansion, it's going to be like these dishes that kind of hold some of the water that looks like steps going down. And the other thing that I forgot to discuss was the mansion management. Now, if you go in through your interaction menu, you'll see it says mansion management. Here, you can individually choose who comes to your parties, who you want to invite to your mansion. You can do that individually through that. Customization is exactly what it says. This is where you decorate your home. You can choose to go ahead and change your paintings, and you change your sculptures. Everything you want to do is through the customization menu. Audio is for your mansion. Overall, you can have music throughout your mansion on the inside, on the outside, or you can change to have a different station down in your nightclub and it plays a different track list. And also, if you get tired of your AI in general and you're just tired of listening to it, just turn it off right here. Your staff is pretty much the same thing. It shows your staff actually physically at the location. Me personally, I like the look of like people around my house. Like I look like I have security. I look like I have staff here. So that's the reason why I leave this on. Dress code is going to be for your nightclub. So like you can have whatever their standard wear is, smart, EDM, techno. Your choice. I personally, I'm just a techno guy. Then, of course, your hot tub clothing. If you can just either like wear this to the pool or it automatically switches you into a bathing suit. So I let that option on. But that is all for the Mansion DLC. thank you for coming and hanging out. If you made it to this point of the video, leave a comment down below if there was anything that I missed that I should have covered in here, and hopefully we can get that fixed. But as of right now, it's time for me to go ahead and have a party in my new house. So you got to go. Yeah, it's time for you to leave. So there's a door. Love your faces. I'm kidding. You guys have a good one. Leave me a comment down below if you made it to this part, and I will see you in the next video.